interfere with the rights of others to view the game or remove from the venue with no refunded admission. Students involved in league activities have developed a set of behavior expectations that are expected of all participants and spectators of league events. These behavior expectations include the following: lead by example by being respectful, support those who are not direction, follow all league, school, and player expectations, tolerate contrast to everyone involved, speak with honor of compromise, hold yourself to high standards of sportsmanship, and use the power of social media for good. Visual filming, streaming, or videotaping of this event is strictly prohibited without the written permission of the Minnesota State High School League. All rights to this event and the presentation thereof are reserved in the Minnesota State High School League. Your cooperation is appreciated, and we thank you. Fans, please visit the Minnesota State High School League website at mshsl.org/programs to view or download a copy of the boys basketball state tournament souvenir program. Souvenir tournament apparel and other merchandise are available for purchase.
Hey, I forgot to ask you, what's Sophia up to?
Live here, but I'll...
Oh, you're live.
Yeah. I'll catch up.
Everyone will play for at any time. An alternative team will be selected during this year's state tournament. The Keystone Financial Credit Union and Delta Deadline Finals coming up later this afternoon and will tip off at about 2 p.m. Our second semifinal will continue race in Alexandria. Tonight, here at Williams Arena will be the Class 4A semifinals starting at 6 o'clock.
All right, let's get underway. Hey, welcome everybody. Glenn Gunderson here on behalf of Robin Woolley and Woolley Vision. Unbelievable. Here we are at the state semifinal, Minnesota State High School League basketball tournament. The boys of Orono here to take on Mankato East. Mankato East on a roll, 27 straight wins, runners up in the state last year, dominated their conference. Only loss that they endured was to Hopkins by about 11 points, a similar margin where Orono fell to Hopkins as well. And how fun is this? I've got a bunch of alums in the house here. Maybe even the camera will focus in on these handsome guys. I've got first, I'll start with Kyle Kallenbach. Kyle, you played on this court, 22-23 at Williams Arena here, just this historic place. What was it like playing a quarterfinal here?
I mean, growing up, I was always a Gopher fan, so I always loved the gym, and we got to be in the Gopher locker rooms. That was amazing. I really thought the environment here was even better than the Target Center. It was just an absolute blast to play here.
Everybody talks about the raised floor. Does it play into it a little bit for you in your head?
I didn't think so. I thought it was cool coming up from like underground and walking onto the court, but I didn't really think of it like while we were playing.
So, Kyle, you were an all-tournament team selection in 22-23. You guys went all the way to the third place game. How does it feel seeing some of those guys you mentored out here on the floor making it happen?
I mean, it's amazing. They obviously played very well throughout that season, so you knew great things were going to come from them. So it's awesome to see them succeed now.
Awesome. I miss seeing those threes rain down. Pretty awesome. All right, hey, let's move on to the next one here. Hey, Grant, I know you a little bit. Oh, yeah. So you grew up coming to these games, Gopher games and such. So what was it like playing here?
Yeah, same as Kyle said, it's kind of a dream, not just to play on this court, but to play in the state tournament. So it was a lot of my favorite players growing up, Gophers. So very surreal experience, and it's always cool to see the whole community show up, and teachers and parents and everything. Great experience.
You guys had an incredible year in 22-23, missed out in getting past De La Salle. It must have felt really good to watch some of those guys you played with getting past the vaunted De La Salle.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And then also back in the Jarvis-Omersa days when they lost in the section final twice in a row, we were so due to beat De La Salle, so I was happy to see it.
No kidding.
The other night, yeah.
So what do you think will happen today? This is a team, Mankato East, that's got a ton of big-time experience.
Yeah, I think their team's probably very deep, and they've been to state several years in a row, so I think whatever team is more poised and can get settled early has a good shot to win.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Come back at halftime. All right, now we got Owen Freeze. Owen, you were a huge member of that 22-23 team. So fun to see you back here, and talk about what it's like to play on this floor.
I mean, it was so amazing. When we came here, the energy was so different in warm-ups and in the game. obviously this is such a cool court, having elevated. So I loved it. Like when I was on the bench cheering them on, like kind of just like you're so close to them, like you're kind of like level with them. So it was really cool.
Yeah, it's different, right? Like you were a guy who dove on the floor, got all those loose balls. A little different story if you're going to fly off of this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about this season for the Spartans? I mean, pretty amazing. They're now at the section semi or the state semifinal game, similar place where you guys got to. What do you think it takes for them to get over the top today?
I think just keep playing Orono basketball, swing the ball, find the open shooter. Great, everyone's a good shooter on this team. So just like playing Orono basketball, hustle, play good defense, and I mean it felt good to get the first win against LaSalle the other day. So that's awesome. So great momentum going into this game. So just keep playing their game.
Awesome, thank you, Owen Freeze. Great to see you. How about Jet Liebfried? Jet, you played a big role in that state tournament run in 22-23. So talk about, first of all, what's it like to play at Williams Arena or be in this environment? And then also, you've seen Mankato East live, so what do they bring to the table?
Well, first of all, it was something special to be here. I mean, such a privilege. Not many teams get to be here each year, and you just can't take that for granted when you're in a position like this. So it's really awesome to be back here watching Orono again. And as for Mankato East, I got to watch them play Orono back in February, and they're big physical team. They got two guys, not necessarily a skill, but very big enough to guard Nolan, give him a tough time. So I really think Orono's going to have to play along the perimeter today. They're going to have to play really tough defense along the perimeter, and they're going to have to get the three ball going.
Yeah. Well, hey, Jed Liebfried, great to see you. You guys find me at halftime. We'll get you back on.
Right,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. All right. Hey, here we are, about 2.5 minutes left to go before 2:45 left to go before they will do all the announcements. And when you're in the state tournament, each player will get announced. And if there are cheerleaders, which typically there are not for Orono, we'll see them introduced as well. We got both bands in the house, and we are at Williams Arena, the barn, for the semifinal in the state tournament. Mankato East has a lot of depth. They feature Brogan Madsen, the coach's son, who averages about 23 points a game. He is a Mr. Basketball finalist as well, along with Nolan Groves. And they've got two other players, Lucas Gustafson and Gandon Gosh, who are flat-out strong players. They can score at all levels, and they go up and down. This is a team that likes to score a lot of points. Mankato East averaging in the 80s as well. The Minnesota Prep Basketball Hub, a little bit errant. You look at a lot of their games, 100 points here, 85, 90 points. They score it, as does Orono. Orono averaging almost 85 points a game on the strength of two really big scorers in Nolan Groves, Mr. Basketball finalist, and just named the Gatorade Player of the Year for Minnesota just in the last 24 hours. He's averaging 34 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Just an insane stat line. And Brady Woolley has probably had the best second half of any high school player in the state, averaging now 19 and 10, been dominant and shooting it at about 70% clip. You hear the Orono band cranking up here, the Orono fans starting to stand up, got a school song being played. The atmosphere is going to be electric. Mankato East travels well. They've got a ton of fans on their side, and Orono filling in really well. They're going to fill in most of the lower deck. To my right, we've got the Channel 45 broadcast, Trent Tucker, and the lead host there, and I think Dave Lee's calling this game as well. So we're going to have all kinds of fun here at Williams Arena. We will be back to you in about a minute with the public address announcer, announcing all the players, and then we'll get the game going. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Orono basketball, Section State semifinal. Here we go.
It should be flashing red now. That's muted.
2, Broken Matson. Guard a 5'11" is junior. Number 3, Lucas Gustafson. At forward, the 6'2" senior. Number 10, Juan Ramacore. A 6'5" senior, number 12, Camden Bosch. The Cougars assistant coaches are Tony Ball and George Long. The head coach of the Mankato East Cougars is Joe Madsen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section 2 champions, the Mankato East Cougars. Let's meet the home team for this semifinal game, the Orono Spartans. Starting with senior guard number 2, Ryan Del Sol. Senior guard number 3, Damian Allen Chapman. Forward number 4, Crosby Schmidt. Junior guard number 10, Adrian LaPercy. Senior guard number 13, Tyler Shannon. Junior forward number 14, Dave Canwisher. Senior guard number 20, Alex Lovelace. Senior guard number 21, George Perkins. Senior forward number 23, Aiden Leary. Junior guard number 25, Griffin Maurer. Junior guard number 30, Brennan Doherty. Junior forward number 31, Cole Wembley. Sophomore guard number 34, Alex Pilakowski. Those are the reserve players. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the Orono Spartans. At forward, a 6'9" senior, number 0, Brady Woolley. At a 6'5" senior, number 5, Nolan Williams. Sophomore, number 11, Grant Hansen. Forward, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Gavin McGurk. And a 6'2" senior, number 33, Mitchell Koch. The Spartans assistant coaches are Luke Runga. Coach of the Orono Spartans is Barry Buller. Section 6 champions, the Orono Spartans. The officials for this Class 3 semifinal game are umpire Chris Tingwall, referee Dean Hockelman, and umpire Leonard Barrett. Yes, to respect and honor our country, I ask that you please remove your hats and stand for our national anthem. The national anthem will be played by the Mankato East High School band under the direction of Eric Zimmerman.
right, everybody, here we go. What a great day to be a basketball fan. First day of the NCAA tournament and the state semifinal round for 3A in basketball here in the state of Minnesota. Two great teams coming out to take each other on. Orono will be in their navy and scarlet. They're in their traditional huddle, talking things over, getting people pumped up. And the Brogan-Madsen-led Mankato East Cougars, they are no joke. This is the second straight year they've been in the section semifinal, got all the way to the championship, losing to Totino Grace last year. And the Spartans, for the second time in 3 years, playing on this stage, the state semifinal. Watch the captains for Orono, they're gonna be key. And as usual, Brady Woolley wins the tip and gets it off to Mitchell Couch. Grant Hansen, watch the athleticism from Mankato East. They will be a challenge. They're going to see if we can go inside right away. Brady's got it on the block. They're pounding on each other. What's he got? He gets it back out to Groves. Groves on top. They're chasing him, and that'll be a strategy. And a jump ball is going to be called, and the possession arrow favors Mankato East. So now we know what Mankato East is going to do. They ran Brogan-Madsen to the dark side of Nolan Groves. And they're going to try to double him up in certain spots. Nolan turned over early. That will be their strategy. They're going to go after him all day long, and Nolan will have to look for that kick from time to time. Brogan with it on top. Look for Lucas Gustafson to be big players here. There's a deep three. That's off. And high for the rebound is Mitch Couch. He gets it off to Nolan. Nolan thinks about the shot. He gets it off to Grant Hansen. Hansen now on top. He gets it Brady. Brady's very deep. And there's the quick spin. And the ball comes off. Where's the help? Cross court. Brogan-Madsen from a college three. That's off. Cold shooting so far. 0 for 2 for the Cougars. Here comes Nolan. Going to go down the lane. Gets McGurk. McGurk gets the defender up. Off to Woolley. Nolan going to take it on the baseline. He gets all the way to the rim. And it gets tipped a little bit. And the ball comes off. Both teams 0 for 2 shooting so far. Nerves for sure. There's Madsen. He can really play. Watch number 2. He had 24 points in about 15 minutes of play in round 1 in their big win against St. Paul Harding. Harding making their first ever trip. Mankato East student fans all in with the D up chant. Excellent defense from Mankato East. They've blown people out by 20 to 30 points. There's Grant Hansen from very deep, and that hits the front of the rim, comes off. Good look, though. Madsen now on top. He can get to the rim and he can shoot, so he's a handful defensively. Mitch goes under the screen. Madsen off. Nolan with the rebound. Nolan and number 2 from Mankato East, both Mr. Basketball finalists. There's Nolan, and that help comes. And he powers it back with his own offensive rebound. You can see they are coming at him with 2 and 3 defenders, so who else will step up for us early? Oh, I thought we had a steal there. Here's a deep 3. These kids shooting it from way outside, and that goes down. An early 5-2 lead, 15 minutes to play in the first half. Nolan gets fouled on the drive. He's going to get the ball out of bounds on the baseline. First foul on Gosh, first foul overall in the game. Ball comes up to Brady. He thinks about it. Oh, and there's going to be a turnover. He thought he was going one way. Nolan was going the other. Nolan saying, settle down, guys. Just a little bit of nerves so far. Look at Mankato East. They have got shoulders on these guys. Every one of them looks like a college freshman. Coach Madsen and his son have had an incredible run here 3 straight years. And we'll get a public school in the championship game again. The winner of this one goes and plays the winner of Totino, Grace, and Alexandria. Those 2 teams will play at 2 o'clock today. Good defense, Grant Hansen. Didn't hit the rim. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Gavin McGurk. I don't think the shot hit the rim. Maybe it glanced the rim, and that's why the shot clock reset. 14:24 left, an early 5-2 advantage for the Cougars. They're playing in the half court defensively as aggressively as anybody I've seen. That shot comes off. Oh, and I thought that was going to roll off too, but it went in. 6-2. No easy looks yet for Orono. Hansen with it on top. Now Couch. Couch having an incredible year. 9 points, almost 4 rebounds, 6 assists a game. Here comes Nolan on the baseline. He's thinking about it. Gets his defender up. McGurk's going to launch a 3. That comes off, and good rebounding position from the Cougars. They like to go quick. They have a primary, secondary break, and then they settle it down into some good half-court action. Here's a deep 3 again, and that's way off. Long, straight to McGurk, who gets the defensive rebound. Here comes Grant Hansen. Grant had 2 huge threes in the quarterfinal matchup 2 days ago. Madsen playing some legit defense. Like to see this matchup between number 2 and number 5. And a little push behind. That foul will go against Mankato East. And the ball will be inbounded on the baseline. Orono will bring it in.
Mankato East on his first, second team foul on Cougars.
There's Brady. He goes strong. Comes off. He's there. Oh, and Brogan strips him down low. Here comes that speed. You can see the experience from these guys trying to take advantage of some physical differences as well. There's an 8-2 lead now, Mankato East. All right, how does the ball get moving here? Gavin on the baseline. Gets it to Woolley. Woolley gets tapped as he goes up. And that comes off. 12:45 left, 8-2, early lead for Mankato East. They look solid at every position. And there's Woolley with the defense. Oh, and he get it back. Deep 3 in the Cambria lot there. Wow. Mitch going to try to get something going. That gets thrown away. Brady gets on the floor. McGurk gets on the floor. Hansen going to step up. Gets it to McGurk. McGurk's got to go to the rim. And here comes Couch. Couch, no, that doesn't go. And that's off White. That's off White, going to stay blue ball. We got 20 seconds on the shot clock. 12:10 left in the half. And Orono, almost 6 minutes in, just cannot find a groove offensively. Hansen has it. Here's a deep 3 from Nolan Groves. 1 foot on the Cambria court sign. That's an NBA 3. And that helps, 8-5. Orono is resilient. They've come back. These 2 teams played at Delano in neutral court early in the year. And that 3 goes down. And it was a 6-point win for Mankato East. Orono had a shot, though. So these 2 teams are going to battle. There goes Nolan all the way to the rim, and they defend it well. They get their hands on the ball. They are sending 2 extra defenders at Nolan every time he catches it. That comes off. Brady hauls it down, and Mitch will bring it up. 11-5, 11 minutes left in the half. Nothing easy for Orono so far. He's got Nolan in the post. Here comes that second defender. And nothing going yet. And that ball sails out of bounds in favor of Orono. We got a timeout on the floor. I think a TV timeout. So 11-5, just a scrum so far. 10 minutes, 43 seconds left in the half. Mankato East being allowed to play very, very physically. And we'll continue here live, talk this thing over. So yes, Mankato East, 27-game winning streak. You can see why. They play defense as good as any high school team I've seen all year. And they are physical in each spot. They're going to play as aggressive as the refs will allow. And so far, they're being allowed to bang. They're sending a second defender at Woolley or Groves, and then sometimes three, kind of crashing down, making it awfully tough to score. But we'll get it settled out. Coach Wohler, Hall of Fame coach, tons of experience in this setting. He's going to make some adjustments, and we'll see the Spartans bounce here. This is a TV game, so for you that are faithful to Woolley Vision, you can watch it on TV later. Minnesota State High School League Basketball Tournament 2025 here at Williams Arena, the barn. And how will the Spartans adjust? Mankato, the #1 overall seed, the #1 team in the state. They've really been that way for quite a while. They didn't have the schedule that Orono had. They played Hopkins, they played Orono. May have played one other big 4A school, but their conference is weak. They went undefeated in their conference and didn't have any close games necessarily in those games. Good crowd from Orono today. These guys are getting lots of play hooky opportunity with girls hockey, boys hockey, and basketball. Fun to talk to our alums early. We'll maybe see if we can get one or two of them back at halftime and they can reflect on what they're seeing. So far, no foul trouble. That's the good news. Just one foul on the Spartans. So we're in good shape there. Probably the lowest scoring output in the first 8 minutes of a game for Orono. 11-5, 10:43 to go, and here we're getting ready to inbound it. The TV time is back, and here we go. Nolan going to bring it up, going to look probably for some high screens. Grant Hansen with it on top, now Nolan. Nolan going to try to go one-on-one. Gets Mitch coming off a screen. Mitch, deep three. That's a little short. And again, Mankato East with textbook box out. All three guys that had a chance were taken out. And they come back the other way. Brogan Madsen, just a floor general, physical. He's going to play somewhere. Try to remember where. Now they got another big dude in here, about 6'7", 6'8". And he goes probably 280. So that'll be another challenge for us inside. 13-5 now. Mankato East in the lead. Comes Brady, nothing easy. There he goes right by, and right at the rim. Woolley for two. Beautiful drive. Can expose that advantage. Brady's so quick for his size. Madsen changes speeds like crazy. Amazing. And that comes off, but no offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds for the Spartans. Cougars going hard to the offensive glass. Number 35, again, he is huge. I don't know if you can see it on the stream. He looks like a college offensive lineman. And he's almost as tall as Brady, so he is a big fella. Madsen with it. Great defense, a little double up with the two of the three captains making it happen. Shot clock going down. Step back, no. And there's Mitch with a strong rebound. He gets pushed by the big fella. Finally, another foul call on Mankato East. Ref's letting them go. Hey, thanks for joining us, everyone. Woolley Vision, Robin Woolley, executive producer. What an amazing investment and commitment this guy has made to our program. And there's another foul. Nolan really trying to press an advantage now, try to draw some fouls, get to the rim. They are ready to bang on him every single time down.
Eastbound for 4. Lynch is first.
There goes Nolan. He's got a one-on-one advantage. That ball comes off. Actually, they're not going to call it a shot attempt. The foul was before the shot. Nolan with it. He's going to wait to clear and try to go one-on-one with Madsen. Nope, he kicks it. There's Couch. That got tipped, and it went in. Hey, big three from Dr. Smooth. And look at this. It's 13-10. Cougars with a three-point advantage. That's way, oh, come on, way off. But sometimes that works. He banked it in. Madsen really creates attention with his drive and dish. Couch recognizing he's got to step it up. We'll need some more offense from him. There's a pull-up from Nolan. That gets tipped. Nolan saying he got hit on the hand. There's another deep three. That's way off. And Canwisher now. Can Wonderland in the game. Number 14. And here's a deep three from Nolan. Yes! Hey! Big, deep, and a swish. And guess what? The guys in Navy sticking around. Ooh, almost a steal there. Oh, and they're going to call a foul. He lost his footing and ran in, and that's going to be Nolan's first foul, the third foul on the team. Fouls could start to work in our advantage. 5 called on Cougars so far. They're going to the bench. Nolan asking if he can get some of those calls on the offensive end. He got a lot of them on Tuesday, but they're not giving him any breaks so far today. All right, 7:43 left, 16-13. Cougars have led all the way. They scored first and have continued to maintain a lead. Adrian LaCourcy now in the game. And here's Dane playing great defense on top. And LaCourcy just battling. He switches now to make sure the big guy's being guarded by Woolley. Great defense. If that goes in, you got to hand it to him. And it didn't. And there's Can. Way to go, Dane. Dane bringing some energy already. Nolan to Woolley and a foul on the forearm. And are they going to call it a shot or not? He was getting ready to load. And yes, they're lining up at the free throw line. Fantastic. Woolley's got a chance to cut it to 2 or a 1-point deficit. Adrian LaCourcy, number 10. Boy, he had a wonderful contribution on Tuesday. An assist, a rebound. Boom. Silky stroke from the 19-10 stud down there, number 0. Grady, again, the best second half of any player I've seen in this state. And the second one is good. And hey, we've got a 1-point deficit now, coming all the way back. Get back to Adrian. Boy, he came in and played aggressive defense. Was just a spark plug in that last game. Good athlete. Great student. Allegedly. Boy, these guys like to chuck it from super deep. College line is of no effect to these guys. A lot of these threes coming from 2-3 feet behind the college line. NBA territory. And the ball batted out of bounds off of the Cougars. The amount of defensive traffic Nolan's having to go through is very different than anything I've seen this year. They are recovering well. They're bringing that second and third guy. They're long. They're quite athletic. I think we heard that from Jet Liebfried before the game, that when he watched them play early in the year, he saw that the Cougars had athletes that could really wreak havoc defensively, and I'm seeing that too. Off to Dane. Dane's got it on top. And now over to Nolan. Nolan going to settle it down. 12 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to call an offensive foul. I did not see it. It was across the court from us. That's Brady's second foul. What's Coach going to do with that? Let's see. He's going to play through. Fans didn't like it on the replay. That's way off. But boy, they make you guard from super deep. Look at how deep Brady is. Beautiful. Great feed from Groves. He got so deep on the defender. There was nothing the Cougars could do. And there's a big block by Mitch. Let's get the crowd going. Just down 2, 5:36 left in the half. Nolan with it, could tie it or take the lead. And there's going to be a foul on the Cougars. You can only do so much hand grabbing before the refs are going to see it. They play a little bit of football style. They're grabbing and hanging, and now we're going to go to the line here. Groves will shoot the one and the bonus to try to tie this thing up. Boy, that last exchange, Brady did an incredible job getting the defenders so deep. Cardinal rule in D, you cannot let your opponent post you up down on that big block. Brady's feet were solid. He turned and scored it easy. First one good for Groves. Comes in and out. Groves has 9 of the 18. 19-18, 5:22 left. Cougars maintain a lead. Another deep three between the logo, almost at the hash mark, from Brogan Matson. Nolan drew another foul. He got hit in the face. He's hanging on to something. He's limping a little. I don't know if it's a cramp or if he came down on another guy's foot. I'm not seeing a replay of the foul. So let's see if he shakes that off. And that comes off. He's missed 2 now. 1 for 3 from the line for Nolan. You can tell he's maybe a little fatigued, and he's banged up something down there. I can't tell what. You can see Madsen is trying to demonstrate that he belongs in that Mr. Basketball conversation. Too little. Another block by Mitchell Couch. A monster. But we got to be stronger with it. Come on, boys. And they're going to call a block with LaCursey set up perfectly outside the circle. I don't understand it. But you cannot be lazy with passes against these guys. Man, these 2 guards just close the gap super fast. So, hey, with some missed free throws, we're still only down 4, 22-18. Very atypical game for both of these teams. Both these teams usually up in the mid-30s by now. Madsen makes the first. And I see the replay now. LaCursey's foot was inside that circle. And so that's kind of a dead giveaway. The refs have an easy out on the blocking foul. If we can make free throws like Mankato East, And here's a timeout. I think Barry's calling this one. Orono will talk it over. 24-18, 4:30 to go. We're going to take a quick break to take a breath, and we'll be back with you in a minute.
There's a timeout on the floor.
Hi, good, how are you?
Tigers is back in the game for the Spartans. Will be head into number 11. Timeout on the floor. Spalding would like to congratulate all the teams participating in today's tournament. The Spalding TF1000 Legacy is the official ball of the Minnesota Boys Basketball State Tournament. Go to Spalding.com to see the full line of Spalding products. Minnesota State High School and its board of directors extend their thanks and appreciation to the coaches and officials who make these events possible. Thank you for going the extra mile to make this tournament a memorable experience for all today's student athletes. Minnesota State High School League is on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Follow along and stay connected. Get your local news and weather at a more convenient time. Watch Eyewitness News at 9 on 45 TV. Dairy Farms Dairy is a proud sponsor of SHSL Athletics and encourages award-winning locally sourced dairy products and farms who are supporting dairy farmers right here in Minnesota. Remember to drink local dairy farms.
All right, everybody, the horn sounding, the huddles are just breaking. Orono coming out onto the floor, down 6, 4:30 left in the first half. Nolan hobbling a little. I don't know, maybe an ankle or he tweaked something. He's trying to tune it out, taking a deep breath. All right, so in the game for Orono, Couch, Hansen, Dane Canwisher, Woolley, and Groves. Mankato East, for the most part, with their starters. A really big dude is on the bench. He came off the bench early in the second half, or first half. Just great defensive discipline. Trying to get this weave up top. Here comes Couch. He gets it all the way to the rim. It comes off. Can almost gets it. Doesn't happen. Going the other way. Boy, they rebound well. Mankato East does not give you any extra opportunity. Offensive boards basically shut off. Oh, that's a travel. You can't do that. And another foul call on the Cougars. That'll be 9, and Dane will step up to the line, and he'll get a chance at a 1 in the bonus. So on that last play, Mankato East, he went up in the air with it and then came down. It was a travel they didn't call. Mankato East saw the replay on the foul. They're not happy. It looked like all ball. And here comes Dane. Let's see if we can tighten it up a little bit. First one is nothing but net. Nice job, Dane. Got his Carolina blue tennies on. I think I said earlier in the season I would like to trade for those if they're close to my size. Second one good. Nice backspin to give that one a second chance at the rim. Can with some big minutes. He sits down. McGurk comes in for him. Starters back on the floor for Orono. Madsen so shifty and just great decision making. That comes off. Brady with the rebound. Gets it to Mr. Trusty, Dr. Smooth, Mitch Couch. Got to move with it, guys. Got to move without the ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Not a factor yet. Woolley trying to get a post up. And great half-court defense. Oh, and that ball comes off. How unlucky is that? It's a great two-man play there from Groves to Woolley, and they close out so fast on every opportunity. Mankato East looking like a #1 team. 3 minutes left, 24-20. There's a three-point attempt. That goes in. And Mankato East player chirping at Grant Hansen. Here comes Woolley for three. And that comes off to the Cougars. 27-20. Got to be careful this doesn't get out of control here. 2:26 left in the half. They are so tough to guard because every one of them will step back. Mitch playing great defense. He's had 2 huge blocks, a couple deflections. State semifinal winner takes on the winner of Tutino and Alex. They will play at 2 o'clock. Nice to see 3 public schools left. That comes off, and Nolan High for the rebound. This year's Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Minnesota. Incredible. And that gets tipped away. And we're going to get a tie-up, and we're going to go possession arrow favoring Orono. Cougars coach not happy with something. He's been going after the refs for a while now. They're banging on Groves every time he gets his hands on it. I think that's kind of your only strategy to try to deal with him. Oh, there's a great cut. He was wide open. Here's Grant Hansen. No, that comes in and out as well. And another defensive rebound from the Cougars. No second chance. The best defensive team I've seen all year. We have gotten a few deflections, but we haven't turned them over much at all. All 4 of these final 4 teams, excellent. Dane getting ready to come back in. Here's a deep 3 from Madsen. That comes off, and oh my goodness, skying for the rebound is Woolley. Mitch's got a thumbs down. He's looking for Grant coming off a screen. Now Nolan coming off a screen. He's going to get to the rim this time. And they're going to call a blocking foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 this time. They are doing quite a good job on him. Mankato not happy at all. They think that was clean or potentially a charge. Woolley having a monster game, 6 and 7 boards already. Nolan with 9 points. Struggled from the line so far. And that one goes in. He's got 10. And it cuts to a 6-point disadvantage. And that comes off. So Nolan 2 for 5 from the line. Can't leave too many of those on the table. You can see a little fatigue there maybe. So much weight has been carried by that guy. And in such an emotional year. Great defense, Grant Hansen. 3 guys, and McGurk comes down with it, and he gets pushed to the ground. Maybe we'll get some foul trouble now with the Cougars. Over 10 fouls now on the Cougars. He'll shoot 2 on this. Need these from Gav. That one goes. And pure. Good job, Gavin McGurk with his 2 free throws. No doubters, 27-23. So thinking about this game and how Orono has played uncharacteristically in the half court, I'm encouraged. Only a 4-point deficit now, 29 seconds left. Shot clock, there's going to be about a 5-second difference. So they're going to try to work this to a good shot. And here comes a, no, I thought it was going to be a 3-point attempt. Orono in the zone. That comes off, and Groves with it. And it gets stolen away. He tried to go on his own. And he gets a bucket right at the buzzer. He bullied his way in. Mankato East frustrated, but that was big. He got the turnover back. Balanced that 2 points off. Mankato East all over the refs. They leave down to the locker room screaming. Nolan squares up and powers through. Good job, Nolan Groves. Hey, we're going to take a short break. We've got a 29-25 game. Either team has a shot here. Going to be a good one. Got about a 12-minute halftime. We'll come back in a little bit, maybe give you some stats, and then we'll bring the second half to you here in about 12 minutes. Hey, we're on Woolly Vision at The Barn, Williams Arena. Thanks for joining us. Go Spartans. Hey, you got it. Some guys back. Let's talk to Jed. Jed, what? One at a time here. Yeah, we got some minutes. We could put you guys in. Maybe help close this gap, but the gap not as bad as I thought it might be. Early on, it looked like we just weren't going to get offense going at all. What did you see in the first half?
Well, pretty poor shooting performance both sides of the ball, which. I think Orono really needs to ramp it up again, like I said, on the perimeter defense. They're kind of getting whatever shots they want. At least that's what it seems like. So Orono's really going to have to try and manufacture some offense to get Nolan some better looks.
Yeah, for sure. They're banging on him, right? You can see the strategy of running 1, 2, 3 guys at him when he turns his back. What do you think the keys will be for them to kind of get him unleashed in the second half?
Well, Mankato East is really going to have to avoid the fouls.
Yeah, that's true.
This is exactly what happened last game. They were in a lot of foul trouble early. They're bigger, stronger guys. So I think Nolan's doing exactly what he needs to do, get those guys in foul trouble early.
Yeah, thanks, Jet. All right, who we got? Owen. So a physical game, like defensively, these guys just come at you.
Oh, yeah. It's been a little chippy out there. They like to play aggressive defense, body up. They're doing a good job not fouling, just staying straight up, but it's a very physical game.
You can see Mattson maybe has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove that he belongs with Nolan in that top 5, huh?
Sure does, yeah. He's playing well out there.
Yeah,
playing some good defense, yeah.
Thank you, Owen. Kyle, one thing that's interesting here is you got so much dependence on Nolan and Brady offensively. Mitch hit a big 3. But, this is really uncharacteristic for them to be at halftime with 25 points. Usually it's 45 or 50. What do you do to get unleashed against this defense?
I mean, I think they're as physical as any team like we've seen all year. So, I don't know. Keep moving it. They're going to break eventually. But I think we're getting some decent shots. But I think we can definitely take more time and get better ones sometimes.
Yeah. I remember you shooting lights out here. What is it like shooting in this building? A lot of people talk about the space, the lighting. It's hard to connect, but it seems like both teams have struggled a little bit from deep, like way off, in fact.
I didn't think it was too different than just normal gyms. I thought the Target Center was a little worse, but it's just the backdrop. You really got to focus on the rim.
Kyle Kallenbach. Well, maybe you could go down the second half and hit a couple threes for us. All right. Hey, Grant.
What do we got?
Jump on down here. So really interesting. I'm curious what you're seeing that they are doing with Nolan.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of guys that are just bodying him up and trying to be super physical. I mean, they know he wants to get to the rim, and if they have a lot of guys in his way, it's going to be a little bit harder for Orono to get offense going.
Seems like they're running another guy or two at him every time, right? Coming behind him, too.
Yeah.
So what do you think are the keys for these guys to kind of climb back in? The good news is they're in the game. It looked for a while like it was going to maybe be, they're going to open up a pretty big lead, but they're in it, only 4 points down. What do you think are going to be the keys on both ends of the ball?
Yeah, I think defensively they got to box out and get all the rebounds they can. You cannot give this team second chances. So if they start hitting their threes, then the lead starts to grow a little bit. And then on offense, everyone else needs to be shot ready. If they have a double team come in, then one swing pass, skip pass, and then it could be open shots. So just need to stay ready on offense, and they'll start hitting more shots.
Are you surprised at all at Mankato East depth, like physically, every one of them? And I also was a little. They don't care about a really deep three.
No, I know. I guess they have one loss for a reason. They've been winning at 27 straight wins, something like that. So it's showing right now. They play with a lot of confidence. They, 1 through 10, whatever they play, everyone's playing their role and playing hard.
Is there a better day of the year than this day when you got March Madness kicking off?
Absolutely not. That's the best day. It's Christmas in March for sure.
I've been focused on this one, but you got to let me know who's winning the Creighton-Louisville game.
Creighton's up big, actually. I had them in all my brackets. A lot of people doubted them, but I got Creighton.
I think I had Louisville going away, so already I'm busted. Hey, thanks, Grant Gunderson. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, everybody, we got 6.5 minutes left on the clock before the teams come back in and start to battle. A 29-25 game. Great to see the 22-23 team here in force supporting their guys. Of course, these guys played together with Brady and Nolan and Mitch, getting a lot of minutes in those early days of their sophomore year. And we'll look forward to a great second half. I think Coach Wohler will figure some things out. The fouls, as were mentioned, could play a big factor. So we'll look forward to seeing if Orono can take advantage of that. Mankato East plays aggressive on both ends, and so hopefully we'll get to the line, knock down those free throws. Didn't shoot it great from the line in the first half, otherwise we'd probably be either even or having a lead, but we'll see what happens in the second half. All right, stay with us. We're at the barn. We're on Woolly Vision, and we'll bring you the second half in 5.5 minutes.
Brady's got to toughen up the second half.
His boards are, he's got 8 boards, 7, 8.
He's getting rebound. He's getting wide open stuff, but as soon as he gets someone on him, he's just getting.
He's got stripped once.
I mean, too soft. He's got to be dunking everything.
Catch the replay of Nolan's last little buzzer beater there. Traveling. I know it's close to traveling every time. I just never.
Oh, no.
Teams from Lincoln's final minutes back from the start of the second half. And Mankato East Cougars that will be in Orono number 1. That's number 2 in this special number 3. One Rutherford number 10 and starting lineup back there for the Cougars. Spartans will also have their starting lineup back in the start of the second half. That will be 0 for Aidan Bully, number 5 for the Girls, number 11 for Mike Hansen. 24 Devin McCurry, and number 33 Mitchell Howard. Starting lineup back in the floor for the Spartans.
All right, here we go. Horn going to sound. Two teams going to get last instructions from coaches, and we will start this second half. 25-29. Orono trailing the number 1 seed and number 1 overall Mankato East Cougars, and they are legit. Cougars trying to get their 28th straight win. Their only loss of the season to Hopkins on a neutral court. All right, we got one of the Snows in the house here. You'll hear him once in a while. Forgive me, we were chatting at halftime. You probably had to overhear all that, but here we go. Grant Hansen clapping his hands, getting the hair out of the eyes so he can chuck some threes for us. Cougars will start with the ball. Yeah, good. All right, here we go. Madsen with the ball. And he's got Couch guarding him, high screen. They always try to get him loose and get him going down the lane. And he kicks it out inside. McGurk with the defense. And that rolls in. Nice move on McGurk. And the Cougars get a 6-point advantage, 31-25. Couch with it on top. And that ball gets tipped out on by Madsen. They've got Madsen strong, really kind of low to the ground, and he's able to He's able to play pretty good defense even down in the block, giving up some inches. Those guys are battling. We'll check the fouls here in a minute, see if anybody's in trouble. There's a good move. Gavin McGurk to the rim. Good job, Gavin. He trusted that drive. Scooped it up with his right hand. Just a 4-point lead for the Cougars. There's a block. Two guys combined to get that block. They'll give it to both Woolley and Nolan in my book. Couch trying to get an advantage. He gets it out to McGurk. Here comes Nolan. That was great defense by Madsen. The pass was not where we needed it to be. Ooh, I thought there was a double dribble there. There's a three-point attempt. That comes off. And McGurk gets it off the tip from Couch. Couch going to bring it up. 31-27, 16:45 to go. And a foul on Madsen. Let's see if that's how many he has. Boy, he is strong defensively. His second foul. So Madsen with 2. They're going head to head. Madsen and Groves, 2 finalists for Mr. Basketball. And Mitchell Couch with a patented spin. He gets 2. And hey, it's a 31-29 game. Orono coming back. Deep 3. And that's good. Boy, they are all so strong with their feet. Good, steady athletes. Go straight up with it. 5-point lead, 34-29 for Mankato East. There's Nolan with 3. That's short. Madsen all the way to the rim, and he gets the and one opportunity. Brady, the sportsman he is, helps Madsen off the floor. And quick spurt now from the Cougars. 3rd foul on Brady, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. And that goes in. He's having himself a nice game on both ends. A lot of hand grabbing there between Madsen and Groves. There he goes. He gets to the rim. It doesn't go in. Great defense. Somehow he got that shot off. Here comes a fast break. And eyes went up to the rim, not to the ball. And it gets bounced out of bounds. Nolan asking for some help on the calls. All right, here we go. Couch with it. 37-29. A little danger spot here. 8-point lead after cutting it to just 2. Nice job, Brady. Right to the rim. Woolley having a great game once again. Boy, he's been on a hot streak. This kid now, I think that's either 3 or 4 threes. And he's just messing with Grant Hansen now on the way back. Tough to guard these guys because they're quick to go around you and they shoot so deep. And that comes off. They're going to call it on the floor, and that might be Madsen again. It is Madsen's 3rd foul. Thought it was a shooting foul. They're calling it earlier on the drive, so he will not go to the line. 40-31, 14:49 to go in the half. Orono in a dangerous spot here. They've got to get some successful possessions. There's a 3-pointer from Nolan. That's off. Mankato East testing the refs by playing super aggressive, grabbing, holding. Well, there's a great inbounds play and an easy bucket. 42-31 now. East starting to bounce and get a little extra energy. Orono's got to answer. And continuation would help on that one. He got all the way to the rim, but the foul's going to be called on the drive. And that may be a strategy here. Can we get some of these guys fouled out by getting Nolan going down the lane? And we're going to have to hit some deep threes. Couch to inbound. Gets to Brady, back to Couch. Here we go. Here's Nolan for a deep three. And that one goes in. Hey, and a timeout. TV timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. That cuts the lead to 8, 42-34 with 14:03 to go in the half. Going to have to get some stops now. Madsen, just an incredible floor general, though. He controls pace, kind of like Nolan controls it on our end. Let's see where it goes. We'll take a quick break. Be back with you in a minute.
Students of the Minnesota State High School providing high standards for yourself. Engage positively in having street sportsmanship. Qualified PBH to left of history, holidays. One, Chuck Ellis. Classic sitcom. He get back very friends and modern family 5 nights a week on 45 TV. Advance the one listen to the playoffs special. As you cover. What find out is everything you need to follow up some of our favorite athletes and teams all season long. After search for teams you want to follow. We'll find out the best schedules for upcoming games. Watch highlights from previous games with all the actual stats scores. And we'll all find out today. We will go over all the elite favorite athletes.
All right, hey, Bill McGurk, welcome to the stream. I know you've been watching from Westford, Massachusetts. Thank you. Gavin doing a great job out there. I'm going to just make a assumption that you care deeply for that dude, and so do I. Number 24, having a nice game. Couple of free throws, great drive to the basket. All right, Brogan Madsen, 42-34, 12, just under 14 minutes to go. Ooh, I thought he put the ball down and then caught it and dribbled it again. Grant doing everything he can on this kid. Where's the help? Got to be quick. Madsen feeds it into the big for a layup. 44-34 East. 13:30 left. A little strategy here to bring Brady out on top. Try to get some more cuts coming down the lane. Here's Brady with it in the post. Groves, great cut back door, gets a nice look. Got hammered. He'll get 2. All right, all of these free throws matter now. Let's see if we can get him to drop. One comes out. Unusual. And the second one swishes through. 44-35, 13-12 left. Brendan Doherty now in the game. Boy, I've enjoyed watching him play all year long. Madsen gets all the way to the rim, gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. I think he's played varsity basketball since 9th grade. Coach's son. Can see some of those instincts. I bet he was curious if he played quarterback as well or if he was just a basketball dude. He's awfully quick laterally. So shifty. Really a pleasure to watch him play. I've heard a lot about him. over the years. He misses the first. And that comes off. Misses 2 free throws. Unusual. Both Groves and Matson having a little trouble from the line. Part of that, just how physical this game is for them. Oh, and a normal shot that rolls in, rolls out this time. Great spin, patented Groves move where he finds some space and hangs in the air until all the lesser humans fall to the ground. And that one's good. Back to the traditional outstanding form. I remember him making 25 or 26 straight free throws as a sophomore. And that kicked off his prowess early. Nolan with almost 1,050 points this season. Hard to imagine. Averaging 34.4 going into the game. Think about that. In a 36-minute high school game, he's averaging almost a point a minute. And there we go. Brennan Doherty launches his lefty. Oh, and that's short. Oh, I thought that was going to go down, Brennan. Nice release, good confident shot. McGurk back there playing a safety. Madsen steps back, that comes out. But the rebound back to Mankato East. Madsen misses a 28-footer. Foul on Groves, no call. Gets it back to Woolley. Woolley, 6'9" point guard on this possession. He's calling out where he wants people. He wants to take advantage of this size difference, speed difference, I should say. Brennan thinks about it, gets it back to Groves. Groves got an advantage. He pulls up at the elbow. That comes off long. And there's Brennan Doherty to extend the possession. Three-pointer from Couch. No! Oh, he needed that one to cut it to 4. Oh, there's a travel, and he calls it a delayed call. I could see it from all the way up here in row 25. Now we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Let's get these guys a break. Nolan clapping, saying, hey, we're in this, guys. We're going to come all the way back. 44-37, 11:35 to go. Number 1, Mankato East, taking on number 4 seed, Orono. Both teams in the top 5 all year long, and both teams spent some time in the top 10 of all classes all year long as well. These are 2 very good basketball teams. Mankato East really deep and mature. Let's say they go 7, 8 guys that are all physical and all aggressive. And that's been a little bit of the difference defensively. They run extra guys at you when you're trying to go to the rim. They've made shots for Nolan very, very difficult to try to get a peek at the stats. So Woolley with 8 points, 7 rebounds. Groves with 18 and 5 rebounds, but those have been tough to come by. Couch with 5, 4 rebounds. McGurk with 4 and 3 boards as well. All right, Orono always seems to break first, but it's a longer timeout because of the TV. Dave Lee and I think Troy Bell calling the game for Channel 45. Troy Bell, Holy Angels and Boston College fame. And Trent Tucker hangs in the rafters here, Minnesota Gopher, who would have overlapped with Coach Wohler at Minnesota. He's in the broadcast booth today, as he has been for probably 20-some years. All right, long TV timeout finally done, and here we go. Orono has a chance to cut that 7-point lead down. Gets it to Woolley. And they're going to call a hold as Nolan tried to come through the lane. That's been their strategy. They're just trying to get away with a lot of hand jiving and holding. And already 7 fouls on Mankato East, and now their strategy starting to backfire. Coach for East asking these guys to just pound and bang, and now it's starting to add up in our favor. 7 fouls already. They're going to get 11:24 to play with Orono in the bonus. First one is good. Back to the sweet stroke from our Gatorade Player of the Year in Minnesota, Nolan Groves. And the second one is good. I like our chances. We have Groves, Couch, and Woolley. They don't. 5-point lead for the Cougars, 44-39. And we got out of position there. McGurk cheated up a little bit to try to stop the drive, and the big boy was waiting for it. 7-point disadvantage for the blue. Brady with it on top. Definitely a different... Here comes Nolan down the lane. He gets it to Woolley. Woolley with the fake and the block, but he's going to get a foul on the body. Number 35 crushed him from the backside. And Woolley will go to the line. Beautiful two-man game there. From 5, dumping it to 0 on the spin. Nice touch. Woolley been hot from the line of late. And by my math, I think he's shooting in the 70% range from 2 over this last several games. And it's good. And all tournament performance already in my book. But let's win this one. 46-41, Mankato East in the lead, 10:45 to go. We've taken their deep threes away a little bit in this half. Definitely changed. Now we're in a zone. A little risky to try to close out on the shooters. Another deflection from Couch. There's a deep three. Way off, and Couch pulls it down. Let's cut this lead. Couch gonna pull for 3. That's short. I think he got hit a little bit on that release. Here comes Madsen. And a foul on the drive. He was looking to dish across to the big guy. Boy, he put so much pressure on the defense. Canwisher in the game now. There's Nolan straight up. Ooh, nice move on the inside. So Canwisher, McGurk, Doherty, Groves. And another foul going to the lane. Nolan will take 2 more free throws. Oh, no. 1 in the bonus here, or was it on the shot? I think it was on the shot. Yes, 2 shots. And a timeout, Mankato East. He's going to talk it over. He's got only so many fouls that he can use, so he's going to have to play a little more straight-up defense. I think if East was forced to play straight up without the hands, without the grabbing, without the aggressiveness as they've exhibited, it'd probably be an even game. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back after this timeout. Mankato East took it. They're talking it over. And we'll bring you back to the barn here shortly.
Advanced Good Sports Winners League at a score of good sportsmanship is recommended responsibility to keep the speaker time and leave enjoyable.
That'd be cool.
I just know when our team puts in passing. As far as the technicals.
All right, we're back. Nolan towing the line. He's got 2 shots here after the foul on the spinning shot. First one good. He's dialed in now. Mankato East lead is 6. Let's cut it to 5. And he does. Orono in the blue with those sweet candy cane stripes. Here comes Mankato East in the white. Deep 3 again. This kid is hot. You can't let him shoot. Number 3 has got 3 or 4, maybe 5 threes. That's been a big difference. He looks over at the Orono bench and is like, I'm too good. Couch with it on top. He gets it over to Dane. Dane. Here comes Brennan. No foul call. Dane for 3. That's going to be off. And it goes to the left. Big boy pulls it down for East. Got to guard number 3 all over the court. He's a handful from super deep. Boy, they are so disciplined. Love these guys. And he hits it again. On fire. 54-43 now. 11-point advantage after the 6th straight from number 3, Mankato East. Here comes Brennan for 3. And that shades off the side of the rim, and Mankato East now starting to take some control. Let's not let that happen. 8:35 left. Number 3 unconscious. I think his 5 threes have made a huge difference. And there's a tap from Nolan. He gets it to Couch. Couch going to attack. No, he's going to look for something a little better. Canwisher on the baseline. And another hold from Mankato East. And Nolan will go to the line this time to shoot 2. Refs waiting to get some substitutions pulled in here. 8:09 left, 54-43. First one hard off the back. Nolan with his second shot. And it rattles in. 54-44. Thank you, Robin, keeping score for us even there. Nolan getting after it defensively. Wants a turnover. Orono can feel the sense of urgency now. And a steal. And here comes Nolan. He's going to get one. Here it goes. Boom! Nolan Groves, the patented power off 2-foot Slammer jammer, cutting the lead to 8. And a foul on Grant Hansen. Whoever's guarding number 3 has got a headache on their hands. Not only can he shoot, he can also go to the rim. Just a 15 foul on Orono, so that does continue to be an advantage. 10 on Mankato East. So Orono in the double bonus, they have the possession arrow and just 5 fouls on Orono, playing cleaner. Good help from McGurk. And that one's going to come off. And do they get the rebound? No, it gets tapped out of bounds off Woolley. And does the shot clock reset? No, it goes to 20. They just keep reloading with big kids. Gone about 8 or 9 deep, 9 deep for Mankato East, staying fresh. Good defense, Nolan. He pulls it out of there. Smacked in the face along the way. And who can will us to win? This kid. Couch going to get around for a runner. Great defense. And Madsen gets another foul. Playing a little too aggressive. Dad is rubbing his temples. Yelling some instructions out. You got to play a little bit smarter than that with 3 fouls and you're the star. He got him on the body. The Mankato East students don't like it because on the ball he was pretty clean, but on the body he got hammered. And as expected, Mitch drops the first one, shooting it at close to 90. Hey, this is a ball game, folks. 54-47, 6:56 left. Plenty of time. Do we have the legs? Do we have the energy? Again, East going pretty deep, so they're getting a lot of rest. And that's good. Nice job, Mitchell. And Orono now trying to create. And Hansen gets a steal. He gets it to Mitch. Mitch for 3. That's short. But he gets tipped. Oh, and they're going to call a foul on Groves. We kind of wrapped around to tap it to Hansen. That bucket will not count. Wow, what great defense. And now some talking it overtime. Timeout. East. They got a 30-second timeout. They want to talk about the press that Orono just put on. So let's see what tricks up the sleeve or will come out of Wohler now. Nothing like the state tournament and section, or gee, I keep saying section because it's so rare to get here. The state semifinal. So much on the line. You pull this off, you go to the state championship on Saturday. I think the 4 best teams in this class are all really deserving of being here. Pretty solid. I think Totino is down. They're very, very good, but maybe not what they've been the last few years. We saw a De La Salle team that maybe wasn't quite what they've been in the last few, but Mankato East, they've been building for 5 years, and you can see this is a championship club. Fans on both sides on their feet, getting excited. Parents now standing. Students stand the whole time. Great crowd here. Ooh, he gets spread out a little bit. Ooh, a little fancy pass didn't work out so well. Stays on this end. 54-48. McGurk stays in his stance. Where's the help? There it is. And they get it rotated nicely. And they get a 3. That one is a big bucket. 9-point lead, Cougars. Here comes Hansen. He unloads. Yes! And he should have got fouled. Timeout, Barry Wohler. And Grant Hansen knocks it down. G-Money. All right, still hanging around. 57-51. 6:12 left. Fouls still working in Orono's favor. Anytime they go to the line, they're going to get 2 free throws. And as Orono commits their next foul, they'll send Mankato East to the 1-and-1. Possession arrow favors the Spartans.
Minnesota State High School is seeking officials and sports and everybody SHSL.org/coaching with hideout.
Groves with 25 and 6 to go with 3 assists. Woolley with 10.7 rebounds. Gustafson, number 3. Lucas Gustafson, 15 points on 5 threes made. Right now they've got Madsen out. I wonder if he'll try to go a minute or 2 without him to try to save the fact that he's got 4 fouls. Gosh with 16 for Mankato East. He's number 12. And Gosh has 9 rebounds and 2 assists. All right, 6-point game, 57-51, 6:12 left on the clock. Orono can keep getting to the line, but they're going to have to knock down some open threes and take the threes away on the other end. Again, Gustafson with 5 threes, number 3. Got to find him all over the place. He and Madsen both love to shoot it from very deep. Madsen now on the bench. Here's a time to take advantage. The floor general for the Cougars on the bench with 4 fouls. Fans all standing up again. And they're sorting something out. I don't know if it's the TV timeout, waiting for the commercials to finish. It's one thing about the state tournament. These games take longer because when they start to televise them in the semifinal and final, you get longer TV timeouts, get all those commercial sponsors taken care of. Our sponsor here is Robin Woolley and Woolley Vision. Good job, Grant. Deny him the ball. Let's not let 3 get unleashed again. Where's the help? 20 seconds on the shot clock. There's the help from Mitch. There's a double. Somebody wide open. Good job, Grant Hansen getting back. He sprints to the corner. Couch just about gets knocked over with a punch. Here's the same kid that shot the last one, and Groves high for the rebound. He tries to get unleashed quickly. He gets another foul, and he's going to go to the line for 2 more. Groves going to add to his 25 and cut this lead from the line. Same story as we heard from some of the 23 alums. When these 2 teams met, they play so aggressive. They get a lot of fouls called on them, and now things start to tilt in the favor of Orono. Fans now standing up in our whole section. Starting to matter more and more now. Let's knock these down. First one good. Nice job, Nolan. What juice can that guy have left? My God, he's been just carrying 3 defenders all over this court. And that's short. Mitch tries to tap it. Going to stay with a little bit of pressure, and there's a foul on Mitch. They're going to go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Shoot. Hoping for that turnover there. First one out. Doesn't get the bonus. Just a 5-point lead for the Cougars. Now they're going to step into a little bit of a zone with Madsen out defensively. Got nobody that can handle Nolan. That's smart. Good adjustment. Coach giving some instruction. Here's McGurk. Nolan for 3. And that's good! Hey! And we're over 30 now. 2-point lead, Cougars. And that's off white. No, they're going to call it off of blue. Good defense. So much emotion in this season. Playing for Luke, playing for Nate Chavez. Hey, and that's an overback, and there comes Grant Hansen on defense. He's making it happen. And couldn't you believe that Orono could take the lead on this possession? Unreal. Everybody now standing. Just under 5 minutes left, 57-55. McGurk trying to get an advantage. Grant in the short corner. Got to get it out of there. He's going to shoot a three. Yes! Big bucket! And Orono now takes the lead. 58-57. This team is not the same with Madsen on the floor, off the floor. Woo! Orono fans now getting into it. John Groves up there in the row 2, 3, or 4, and he's all fired up. He wants to get in the game. Madsen now, I think, going to come back in with 4:30 left. That makes sense. Can't afford to have him off the floor anymore if you're Mankato East. 58-57. Good guys have taken their first lead of the game. All right, a little full court pressure. Nobody in deep foul trouble for Orono. And you're going to hear the crowd wrap around me now. Nolan guarding number 12. Where's the help? Here's Madsen. He shakes a three. It comes off, and Nolan gets a rebound, and he gets it off to Woolley. Woolley going to push. He's got Grant. Wise move. No reason to take that one. Here comes McGurk for two. No, it gets blocked. Unbelievable. And a two for Mankato East. They're back on top. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. 59-58 Mankato. Woolley got it. Woolley to the rim like a man. Orono 60, 59 to East. And there's Madsen. The stars are showing out. Heavyweight fight now, 3:20 left. Who's got enough juice? Grant for three. No, that's short, and the rebound controlled by Mankato East. It's a good look, a good skip pass. He's your guy. He's going to knock those down more often than not. He's battling number 3. What an assignment that is for the sophomore. And oh, wow, and an unbelievably late call on that foul. Ridiculous. He listened to the coach. Mankato East was right in his ear. He called it way late. 61-60. Mankato East can extend the lead. 2:53 left. And that goes, 2-point lead. And that one comes off. So we've got a 2-point lead for Mankato East. 2:45 left. Got to go to the rim now. Get your foot out of the lane, Nolan. There we go. Worried about a 3-second technicality there. Here comes Nolan right down the rim. He hangs, he scores, and we got a tie game, 62 all. 31 for Nolan. Just let the action take care of itself here. Wow. And Couch wisely pops it out from behind. Nolan counseling the guys, letting them know what they need to do here on this possession. 11 seconds on the shot clock, 2:05 in the game. You're gonna get Madsen coming off. There's a deep three from three, and that's coming off. And Woolley taps it to McGurk. Big rebound. And Girk's going to get it to Nolan. We have a tie ball game under 2 minutes. And Hansen, and it just comes out, but he gets his own rebound. And here comes an elbow jumper. No, that glances off as well. Oh, two incredible chances. And Mankato wants to push the pace. And a block from Groves. And no call, but they get their own offensive rebound and score. (64-62) East. Three-pointer from Groves. That's long. And Woolley gets it. No foul call. Guy is standing right there and didn't call the foul. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Woolley just got smashed and no call. And the refs are talking something over. I don't know if it's the clock or what, but Barry wants an explanation. 1:06 left, 64-62. Mankato East has both the possession and the lead. They just showed the replay. I'm under the overhang, so I didn't see it, but Orono wasn't happy when that got broadcast in the stadium here. We're at the barn. 50 seconds left. State championship entrance on the line and a timeout, Mankato East. All right, the situation. Possession arrow favors the Spartans. Spartans are in the double bonus. East in the 1-1. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 45 seconds left in the game. All right, had to catch my breath. This is a classic. Orono trailed by as many as 11. About 6.5 minutes left. That's where it was headed. Mankato East taking control. Had 6 straight points from 2 threes from Gustafson. Orono students getting the Orono chant going. We got parents, grandparents, alums, administrators. I saw Christy Flesher here, Scott Alger here, Jesse Alex. And Brian Bazard down there, crowd control for the student section. All right, Mankato East students chanting EAST East. Madsen going to inbound the ball. He's in double figures. I think he's got 12. We'll try to bring this to you here down the stretch. Let's see if Orono can pull it off. 64-62. Both teams so talented. Ball gets inbounded. And Madsen has it now. Couch on him. 40 seconds left, 5 seconds, and he chucks a shot, and it comes off, and Woolley controls the board. What was that? And I'm sure why they didn't execute a half-court play. They did not. And Orono has it. Shot clock not a factor. Coach going to actually try to play for one shot. Love it. Going to play for one shot to go to the championship. And he gets to the rim, and and the ball comes off, but he'll go to the line for two. Unbelievable, and how gutsy from Coach to take it all the way down and try to play for the win. Now, 2.9 seconds left, and Groves will have two shots to try to tie it and extend this game. And that one's long and comes off. 2.9 seconds left. Free throws have definitely been part of the story. That's a tough miss. 2.9 left. What a gutsy performance, though, from Groves, Woolley, Couch, Hansen, McGurk, Canwisher, Doherty, LaCursey. Everybody that's gotten on this floor has been battling, doing everything they can to try to advance this team to the state. What pressure on that free throw. It's easy to say that you're going to make that one. Ooh, challenge. All right, so I assume he's going to try to make this, or does he want to try to get... Coach may want him to try to miss and take a chance at the rebound. But you got to get the rebound clean and go straight back up. So what he may do is try to make and then get a quick foul. Oh, so many chances. Mankato East battled at the rim and took shots away so many times. It has to hit the rim. If it doesn't hit the rim, it's not a legal shot. So it's Mankato East ball and another timeout. Coach Wohler. All right, situation is 2.9 left. Tried to intentionally miss, but you can't do that unless you hit the rim. If you hit the rim, then it's a live ball. Groves with 31 and 9. And a tough miss there. I think Coach's going to try to get a quick foul, maybe even before the ball is inbounded, and then take a chance of getting the ball back and chucking a deep one. All right, hey, do you believe in miracles? Let's get something to happen here. Got to get a quick foul. Woolley on the bench. They're going to try to go with a defensive strategy here. And I can't see, but maybe we're managing his fouls too. Brady has 4. Okay, so I got that from Robin, and that's why he's on the bench. You can't have him foul out in case we get to overtime. All right, so how are you going to do it? You got Grant playing a safety position in the middle in case somebody breaks free. And a timeout. Orono did a great job. Timeout Mankato East. They could not get it inbounded in the 5 seconds. So they were preemptive and took a timeout. So again, possession arrow favors the Spartans. If there's a super quick tie-up, they would get it back. If there's a foul, Mankato East goes all the way down to shoot free throws at the far end. And you hope the foul comes really quick within a split second. A foul would send Mankato East to the line for 1 and the bonus. Hey, glad you're with us here on Woolly Vision. We're been so honored to bring these games to you this year. What a great group of guys to celebrate. Next 2.9 seconds will determine who goes on to the championship and who plays for third place. Both games will be played on Saturday. Championship here at Williams Arena, and third place will take place at Concordia. Here we go. Where can the foul come from and how quickly? And there's the bomb, and it might go out of bounds. Oh, he traveled! Ran with it. Picked it up and ran. He ran with that ball, and somehow they didn't call it. That's unbelievable. Well, a lot of missed calls in both directions, so it's not going to... That doesn't necessarily cost you a game, but...
Mari Noble's at the line.
So now Orono with tough sledding. They got 1 second on the clock. Technically, if he makes one of these, he may want to miss the next one. Purposefully. Okay, here goes. It's 1 and 1. And that's it. Weren't able to get a shot off. And Mankato East will move to the final round. They've knocked out our incredible squad, the Orono Spartans. Nolan, class act, he goes first in line to shake hands, getting some hugs from the best players over there. I know he and Matson have a ton of respect for one another. They give a hug to each other. It's a tough way to go. They had all the chances in the world. Some free throws in the first half, free throws late. Mankato East survives, but what an incredible comeback from the Spartans. They did as much as they could. And the teams shake hands. Nolan with another monster game. Woolley worked his magic. Couch and the rest of the guys did everything they could. But we fall short, 64-62. Orono will go to the third place game. They'll take on the loser of Alexandria and Totino Grace. Hey, no small thing to be moving into that game. And we're proud of these guys. Thank you for joining us. Been watching on Woolly Vision here at the barn, Williams Arena. Enjoy March Madness, everyone.
Congratulations for both teams competing in the semifinal game. Semifinal Mankato East High School advances to the Class 3 state championship game. And with the semifinal match, Mankato East High School advances to the Class 3 championship game. That game will be played here at Williams Arena Saturday, 1 p.m. tip-off here at Williams Arena. Mankato East in the Class 3 state championship game Saturday, March 22nd. Tip-off at 1 p.m. here at Williams Arena. Orono will now play for third place in Class 3A. The Orono Spartans will play in the Class 3A third place game. That game is Saturday at 12 noon at the Mankato Center, the campus of Concordia University in St. Paul. Again, Orono in the Class 3A third place game Saturday, 12 noon at the Gamble House Center. Coming up next will be our second Class 3 semifinal game of the day. It will be the Totino Grace Eagles and the Alexandria Cardinals, starting in about 25 minutes.